Hi everyone, it's Sarah here. Welcome to my webinar. I also have my business partner Tanya, who is here to help out with this as we go through it. This is going to be my webinar that discusses the business formula for unlocking your true health and wealth to be able to build your own business. So a bit of a background regarding my story. I used to live in New South Wales. 12 years ago, I moved down here to Victoria. I have spent 25 plus years in the disability space, both personally and professionally. And I found the fact that over that period of time of being a carer, that I needed to become my own boss. So that way then I could make sure I could fulfill my carer role that I also had at the same time. So therefore I've gone into the NDIS space. I did run my own business for a small period of time, but even then, that business, because of the fact that I still had to be there 9 to 5, was causing issues for me to be able to continue with my carer journey. And that's why I have now come into the Freedom Era Academy and started to work with the Magic Water. So, Tanya, if you'd like to introduce yourself as well, that would be great.
Sure. Thanks, Sarah. I'm 53 years old, but I grew up in a really small country town in Brighton, northeast Victoria, and spent up till I was sort of about 15 there. I'm a chef by trade, so I started my apprenticeship when I was 14. I had 3 restaurants by the time I was 24. I had lost a restaurant as well. Like my last restaurant when I was 24 was with my dad, and we went belly up. And that's a reality of a lot of restaurants these days, restaurants and cafes. It's such a struggle to own a business these days. I'm a firm believer everything happens to us for a reason to push us forward in life and in business as well. My next journey after my restaurants took me into food manufacturing for about 5 years. From there, I met my husband in Adelaide many years ago, nearly 30 years ago, and we moved to Cairns in 2000. Excuse me, but in 2000, I actually blew the discs from heavy lifting and repetitive lifting at work and had 2 spinal fusions. I had my first total and permanent disability. And this also occurred again, unfortunately, in 2018. We travelled around Australia for 5 years. And when we came back to Cairns to settle for a while, I went back to and worked as a manager at TAFE. I worked in education and training for 20 odd years around Australia. And my last role at TAFE was something just really undid me because I had a major fall at work and ended up with a second total and permanent disability, which threw me right out of my career. So hence I'm here today as well. And just to really show you that it doesn't matter whatever's going on in your life, you have the ability to change your direction in life and also find something that really rewards you in life. And for me, I didn't want to be a bored housewife either. So today I'm going to support Sarah and take her you guys through the business as well. So thanks, Sarah.
Awesome. So I suppose you'd be asking what we're going to be covering today. So the idea of this webinar is for myself and Tanya to discuss the freedom formula in regards to what the idea is and what those pillars are to be able to unlock your true potential, being quite honest. We'll discuss partnering with the right offer. We'll discuss the fact that you generate leads to convert into sales, which helps you to generate that income. The mentorship and the community that you have within the academy, and also being able to leverage that automation where your business will run no matter where you are, no matter what the time is, through the leveraging of social media. So the idea with this is it's for if you're feeling burnt out in your current job, if you've come to that realization that you don't have enough money to retire with, because let's face it, the cost of living today is quite high, and needing to have the right amount of funding for your retirement is a huge impact for a lot of people these days. If, as in Tanya's case, you've had an accident or an injury, I myself have disabilities, so therefore being able to earn an income, being able to work on my disability at the same time is awesome. If you want to set up your finances for yourself and your family, and if you want to create more time, time is an important thing for self-care, especially if you're a single parent or you've only got the one income within the household. Being able to have that time is an important thing for you to do.
Oh, absolutely. So true. And is this what you're looking for? Do you also have a business that's struggling and needs to scale on social media? One of the big factors that I do talk to people that are already existing business owners, are really not out there on social media, don't know how to automate their business or how to scale a business through the online platforms, and that is really where you need to be seen. Or do you need a product that can generate you a high income? We're going to take you through the multi-level business models versus direct selling and affiliate marketing today. So we're going to really give you a few things to think about and open your eyes up. Or are you looking for a business that you don't need to stock products? And that is, traditionally a multi-level marketing kind of business. And does your business need automation? I'm going to just get you to come back, and because you're watching a recording today, to read the fine print on this as well. We are going to take you through quite a lot of financial information as well, but at no stage we're going to say you will earn this or give you any projections of income as well, or make any promises or any representations. We will also not be giving you any testimonials on our business and how that's gone. You can ask us personally if you wanted to, but in these slides, we're just keeping it to a very direct business model. Thanks, Sarah.
So the idea of the freedom formula that we were talking about before, one of the main things we're going to be covering, we have the 4 pillars in regards to what makes this formula work. One of them is true health, which can be both financial as well as within your own physical body itself. Your true wealth, which combines with that health as well. So the wealth can actually be that healthiness that you are promoting within your body. Your leverage time, so you've got more time to be able to do the stuff that you want to do, which for me, as everyone knows, because of how much I post about it, is my crochet. So the more time I have to be able to do that, the better, believe me. And it's also the fact that there's location flexibility. So therefore, you can do this business anywhere. So you can travel while you're doing it because it works 24/7. All you need is just Wi-Fi and your social media.
Absolutely. And my tick in the box was we've already traveled around Australia for 5 years, and I was looking for a business that was going to do that for me, to actually even work without even having Wi-Fi. So I have actually proved the point that this business works. I can be offline for, a good month in advance, and actually it keeps working.
So you're wondering what the difference is between leveraged income and linear income. So your linear income is your 9 to 5 salary that you bring in just to be able to pay the bills, put the roof over your head, put food on the table. You may have some left over to be able to go out and do something socially, but let's face it, as again, with how the price of living is at the moment, chances are you don't even have that. Where you have leveraged income means the fact that you have income that comes through while ever it comes through. Oh, sorry about this.
Just read the slide.
Yeah. The leveraged income is where you do put that time and effort into your business to grow your business. But with us, you can do that automatically through the automation as well. So the more you put in, the more you get out, which means the fact that you can actually turn around and do more social stuff as well as paying the bills.
Absolutely. So leverage income model. Let's talk about partnering with an established company. You partner with a company that already exists rather than trying to choose something else. and choosing something that is high ticket versus low ticket. And you may not know what that is or have heard it before. So low ticket would be something like, your Nutrimedics, your Party Light, your Tupperware, things like that. And high ticket is what we're going to take you through today, where you earn a really huge income out of it. It's was an eye opener when I first saw it. We share a product that is in demand. That means that something people need and want. We show you how to automate with the systems we're going to take you through today. So that means all the heavy lifting is done for you, and you receive your share and a high profit commission when a sale is made, which is what I love, because we actually get paid cash into our bank account the week after we get a sale through, which is really awesome. And that's what you want. Sarah, I'll let you explain this one.
Yep. So picture this. You're wanting to build your own business without affiliating with one. So for me, it was my support coordination business that I did over 2 years. Because of the fact that you try and build your own business means you have a lot of overheads, you generally have to fork out a lot of money to be able to build that business, and chances are you won't actually see any kind of profit for that business until 3 or 5 years down the line. And that's if you make it that far. It can actually be really difficult for a business to be able to make it that far. Whereas when you're affiliating with one, like what we have with the Freedom Era and with Enagic, we have those resources to be able to build the business with very minimal output to invest into it. We partner with a product that people are wanting, and we can start to potentially see profit within 3 to 5 sales rather than 3 to 5 years. And the community that you end up being a part of is just an amazing, supportive community to help you every step of the way. And as this slide says, in order to get your time and your money back, you've got to be willing to invest both time and money to do so. So, yeah, to start off with, you do invest in a lot of time to do that initial build. But once you've built it and once you start running with it, then it starts to grow.
Absolutely. So I'm going to take you through why we partner with Enagic. So I'm going to talk to you about who Enagic is and explain a bit about the company as well. The reason is that they are innovators in technology and they create true impact products as well. And Enagic offers an entire health system as well. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about the 4 key products that we recommend and why. And today we're also talking to you that this is not an investment. We are not asking you to invest in anything or invest in company or anything like that, or any kind of thing. We're just actually going to show you what we call a direct selling business model. And we're also going to talk to you about the separate other product, which is an affiliate product. So the generational wealth business model, we're going to take you through as well and show you how to create high profit and fair commission as well. Now, if you think about it, if you go down to the local corner water filter store, you can buy products and services from there. But today we're not going to talk about water filtration. We're going to take you through a company that makes water ionizers. Now, most distributors or manufacturers nowadays are looking at the home-based business model, allowing us to actually wipe out the middleman, because store owners are going broke. They can't afford to run businesses with all overheads you heard Sarah talk about before, and they actually pay us the same income as what they would have done if they were selling it through a shop. So you can actually sell these through a shop, but you can't sell them direct to a client as they walk in the door. You can take an order and they can be sold from there, and they go from the distribution office to the person's home. So why Enagic? So Enagic's 50 years old in 2024. So we've just celebrated their 50 year this year. I've just been to Japan myself, and they have a 500-year vision. So Mr. Ashiro has really thought about how he wants his company to be represented and have a long-lasting, lifetime business for generations down through his business as well. They're part of what's called the Direct Sales Associations, which is the DSA. You can jump on anywhere around the world and find that they're listed as the Direct Selling Association, which means he sells direct from here's a manufacturer, to a person's home. So he uses us in that business model. So a lot of people go, is this multi-level marketing, is pyramid selling and all that kind of stuff? No, it's not. It's direct selling. So if you want to have a look at that, go and have a look at that to really break that information down for you as well. They are pioneers in health and wellness, then also the pioneers in electro-technology as well, offering products that really enhance and help build wealth and protect the environment. So we're looking at not only being able to drink really good water, bathe and shower and things like that, we're also looking at removing plastics and waste off the planet and really saving our planet, because these are our oceans are the biggest ones that are getting damaged these days with plastic waste from plastic bottles and all sorts of things. And there's much more to go through. So Kangen water, you may have heard of it before. Enagic makes Kangen water means return to origin. It's the company motto as well. It produces electrolyzed reduced water, which is hydrogen rich, and it returns the body back to its optimal state. So you might think of there's here a lot of buzzwords out there. So Kangen water, what it does when it clean filters the water, takes the chlorine impurity out of the water, and electronic charges it through 8 titanium plates. And what it does, it creates hydrogen-rich water, ionized water, antioxidant-rich water, molecular structured water, and many others as well. But when you drink this, you're drinking what we call alkalized water. And what alkalized water does, it hydrates the body as well. So when you drink a glass of this water, you're drinking 80% of this water from one cup worth. You'll absorb that through your body. So then you start hydrating all the bones, the muscles, the joints, the tissue. Any other water, doesn't matter what kind of water it is, you're only going to absorb about 17 to 20% of that through your body. It's such a difference when you start learning about what is ionized water. So today we're going to educate you a little bit around an electrolysis machine. And that's what is electrolyzed reduced water as well. So this device is fully portable. You can take it anywhere. You can take it in your caravan. You can take it to a hotel. I've flown with it on a plane. And it also allows your house to go 100% chemical free. So it has over 60 uses. I will usually say it has over 100 uses, because you
It's
can really give yourself the biggest return on investment. So we can take you through the price, we can take you through the business model and really show you all this as well. So we're looking at a product that has a 5-year warranty and over a 20-year lifespan as well. And show you the other products are in there. So a lot of people say, oh, is this a saturated market? No, it's not. There is only actually 3 million of these K8s, Kangen water machines, sold around the world. So it's still an untapped market. There's over 80 countries around the world where the offices are located now. So they are shipped pretty much direct from most places to people's homes. So the market opportunity is huge out there. And we're going to take you through the income legacy strategy as well. So you can really understand how we have a business model that we can pass down through our generations. So why is your health your wealth? Because if you don't have good health, you really have nothing. And this is not until you get sick or your doctors find out something's wrong with your body, and then you always backpedal the other way. Instead of thinking forefront of health, why not be on the forefront pedal by keeping your body in its optimal health state? And we're talking about actually keeping your body in an alkaline state, not an acidic state. So did you know that the human body is made up over 70%? And now you realize when you go to your doctors, your physio, or go to donate blood or any medical practitioner, they always say, have you drunk enough water today? Because our skin is the largest organ of our body. So it really comes down to understanding why we need to consume the right water, and chemicals and chlorine, I'd have to say, has been the biggest kicker that I see the change in everybody when they change to this water. And also bathing. So when you shower, our skin is the largest organ. And when we shower, we actually do absorb an enormous amount of chlorine through the shower when our pores open in the shower as well. So it's quite frightening. I never thought of that years ago. But the modern health research says that you're not typically sick, you're just thirsty. You are dehydrated. And the older you get, the longer it takes to rehydrate. So if you're in your 70s and 80s, you can take up to 3 days to rehydrate. I bet you didn't even know that. So demonstrations in dehydration causes inflammation and acidosis. So this is where your acidic levels rise if you're dehydrated. So there is enormous amount of medical information that is out there. We always love to send you a lot in an email. So always ask us for that as well. So when you understand that you're dehydrated, your body struggles to eliminate toxins. And when you go and have a massage, this is the first thing a masseuse always says to you, make sure you go and drink a lot of water, flush the toxins out of the body. And that is the root cause of inflammation and many health issues. So, when you drink ionized water, that's hydrogen rich water, it helps to neutralize the acidity, reduce inflammation, and promote cellular health in the body, keeping the body balanced, hydrated, and resilient against disease. We always say dis-ease because your body goes into dis-ease when you're dehydrated. You can always have a read through all these again later. The products that we do recommend are the 4 flagship products in their range. They do have quite a few in their range, and they even have a commercial one as well. So that could be used for farming and restaurants and cafes. But for the home use, what we're taking you through is the business model that we recommend that you should just purchase for your own home use. So to become a Magic distributor, you're basically just buying one product for yourself. We sell you a product, and then you sell yourself the others. So the flagship model K8 speaks 8 languages. It's fully portable. It self cleans. It pretty much does everything, and it's just amazing to hear it speaks 8 different languages as well. And it makes multiple different pH waters added 2 hoses on the machine as well. It is an electrolysis machine, and it produces antioxidant rich waters, which in 5 different levels as well. Now, it was created in Japan initially, and is also classified as a Japanese certified medical grade device in Japan. So it has many different properties and uses for it. And I'll show you in the next water use chart as well. That was what it was primarily created for cleaning capabilities, which is what it was made for in to make 2.5 hypochlorous acid. So what that does, it draws a salt-based solution through the machine, clean filters the water, electronically charges it, and it makes a product that smells like chlorine, quite pungent to the nose. And that is your hand sanitizer, your product that you can use for many uses. Then we look at the 11.5 that it also creates at the same time, and that is your other cleaning agent for cleaning floors and all sorts of things. So the Anespa is the shower bath system. So that is portable as well. You can put it up on the top of your shower. Like we have one up in the top corner of the wall, and we've renovated a bathroom and we've actually hidden the whole unit behind the wall so it's out of mind, out of sight. But if it goes through to the bathroom. So there are ways of being able to actually plumb that one in if you're renovating or building. And this has a true filter system in it, and it remineralizes the water through an active charcoal ceramic filter while removing the chlorine and bacteria to protect your skin. And it feels amazing. It's so soft on your skin. And here in South Australia, where I live, the water is dreadful and it's really hard, and it makes the world of difference. The M-Guard is a new flagship product that's just come out on the market. It's only been released in a certain amount of countries at the moment. There is nothing like it out on the market. And if you know how much radio waves or EMF waves that our mobile phones and all of our electric devices around the house, even including the mobile phone towers outside your house, do actually emit waves into the house as well. Even the actual electricity line coming into the house, they've checked that, even shows that. Now, this is a product that is very unique and it was created by 5 Panasonic scientists. It is fully portable as well. So you power it up and you can put it anywhere around your house, take it into the car, your office, and it just allows you to emit all the radiation frequency waves on a 4 meter on either side of you. So it does an 8 meter dome, but 4 meters on either side of you. So it depends on where you put it. And we recommend to put it up on a higher bench top so it covers a larger area. So pretty unique and pretty amazing to be part of something like that. And they've got some really amazing new products coming out in the next 12 months as well. I've already had a sneak peek of some of them. The Ukon is a turmeric. They grow turmeric in Okinawa in Japan, and Okinawa is also the blue zone if you've ever seen that on Netflix as well. So they create a chemical-free wild turmeric, which is also grown and fed with Kangen water, and it's manufactured with Kangen water as well. So they make a tea, a vitamin, and a soap at the moment. They're bringing out a new product range later on in the year, next year. But this is for personal use. It is not for resale value either. So these are all the different water uses. This is what we love to send out to you in an email. So do ask for the email from Sarah so she can really fill you in on so much stuff. It'll literally take you a few days to read through it all. But the hand sanitizer, and look at all the different sanitizing things you can use in there, even cleaning your fruit and vegetables. So you can pour a bowl off, roll your vegetables through it, clean all the bacteria off your fruit and veggies from the shops, and all sorts of things. At the same time, to do the 2.5, it makes 11.5, and that really pulls dirt out of surfaces and emulsifies oil. Great for removing stains off clothes. I pulled a whole bottle of red wine off a brand new white shirt just by pouring that on it over 2 hours, and it completely removed the stain off my clothes. It's phenomenal stuff. So this that you see now takes not only creating a drinking water, but to a whole household chemical-free cleaning and changes your environment as well. The acidic pH water, which sits around the 6 pH, is a beauty water. It's a beautiful cleanser and toner. For me, I use it like a Windex in the house. It cleans the glass, the stone bench tops, my kitchen cupboards. Amazing. We do have just a clean water. So if you do have taking medication, I'm just going to take a quick glass of water. If you take medication, they do recommend just to take clean water 15 minutes on either side of it because an addict doesn't want to have people to have their medications changed by drinking electronic charged water with it. So we just recommend that. And then you have the different 8 pH to 9 pH electronic charged water, which is commonly known as Kangen water. Now, we usually get you to start on 8.5, and that is a lower charge rate. And then you move up to 9 for a couple of days and then go up to 9.5. These are some interesting facts around bottled water. Have a quick look through that. I want to tell you a quick story about the 15-litre one that's on the bottom. Now, if you know you're using it at home or at work, you can spend an enormous amount of money on water over 1 year, let alone, over 10 years. I went to a farm, a small country farm here where at the back where I live, and they have a packing shed with about 12 staff that work in there, well, 5 to 10 even. But they go through 12 to 15 of these a week, which is, most people drink 3 litres of water a day. I got the little calculator out because she had a whole pile of these underneath the tree. And she was spending $7,500 a year on those 15 litres bottles of water. That's a lot of money. And I went there to sell her a commercial water ionizer to save them a lot of money, use it for their farming practices as well. So just in 1 year, not only she was able to purchase the machine, she was able to save money, but in 10 years, that was 75 grand back in her pocket. That is enormous. People don't realize how much money they're wasting on plastic water. So you may be a consumer as well or know someone at work. So you start to see the realization of this. Sarah, I'll let you read this one out for me.
So investing in your health is the real foundation for true wealth, because while your body is healthy, you'll be able to do more and be able to be more productive. So with the Enagic products that we use, you can become empowered to enhance your well-being, ensuring the fact that you are present for your business, but predominantly you are present for yourself and your family. And that's a huge thing. That's one of the things that drew me to this. Because of my carer's role, I wanted to make sure of the fact that not only did I free up that time to do this, I also was more present for my family and myself. They don't just transform your health, though. They also are an incredible business opportunity where you can potentially earn your investment back in your own health within 5 sales while impacting other people. So helping other people be able to improve their health, helping people to be able to improve their life, that sort of thing. So the experience of this, it's not just the health, it's the wealth, it's the journey, it's everything all combined into that one package.
Absolutely. So next we're going to talk to you around the business and give you a quick run through of the income potential. So have a quick look on those slides for a second. I've got a bit of a croaky throat today. So we're going to talk to you about a business strategy. Now, you may have heard me talk to you a little bit earlier on that we basically sell you a product and you purchase the other ones yourself. So with this strategy, if you use the 4 products that we recommend for people to use in their home to start with, you already immediately return $784 in commissions. So I'm going to run you through the next slide, which you'll see that. This is what we call a quad package, meaning 4. So you have a K8, a shower system, M-Guard, and you buy the vitamins for the year. And then the next 5 sales, so this is where Sarah said just in your first 5 sales, you're already paying back your commission, your startup that you've bought the products just for yourself for your home. And this is why we say, you're not investing anything, you're just buying the products for your own use for your own home. And this means or in your first 5 sales, and this doesn't have to be you selling them. You could find 1 or 2 other people that pick it up as a business and they can go and sell another 3. So that's 5 cumulative sales. So I always say this is an approximation because this will just affect slightly whether they're your direct sales or some of the others as well. So that means you make around about 17.5 grand in commissions. And then the next 6 quad sales after that, which makes 11 quad sales, would be $47,000. So you can see the difference between we were talking before about high ticket and low ticket. This is high ticket, which means you make a really good income out of it. And then the next 10 sales creates what we call brings you up to the high level in the business, and that puts $100,000 in commissions in your business. So this doesn't include, put the disclaimer down the bottom there, doesn't include postage and things like that into your home. So how does it work? Let's look at the numbers. Now, Enagic has created what we call a unique 8-point pattern payment system. So to be fair, they looked at how can we make this business model unique and different from everything that everybody else is doing. So what they've done is they've created 6 separate individual distributorship lanes. They also offer these sorts of things to business owners, like, a filter shop down the road. So if you sell your first 1 to 2 K8 sales to your neighbors across the road, or someone or put a post on social media. I randomly put posts on social media and I've had people reach out and buy them off me. Just seriously that easy. And so if you were just to only purchase one product, say just the K8 or just the shower system, and then you wanted to wait till you made a couple of sales, and your first 2 sales of K8s will pay you $400 for your first 2 sales. So this is just individual sales we're talking. And then those 2 people across the road have gone and shared the water with their friends, and they've gone and sold 2 more. So you see that it becomes an accumulative sales system. It's not about you actually having to make all 100 sales. Or you can make all 100 sales. The other thing, if you're smart, you would go and find somebody that owns a business that was related to water and water filtration or building construction or something like that as well. So I'm always out looking for plumbers, builders, house renovators, that kind of thing, where they'll be looking at putting these products or services in the house, which creates that up to 100 sales. But for me, I actually went out and did nearly the first 100 sales on my own, surprisingly enough, over quite a period of time. But I wasn't in a hurry to build it. Now I build my business very different and very strategically, which is a lot of fun. So it can be done anyway, but you can see that once you've done your first 2 sales, or you can do the quad strategy, which I'll explain on the other one in a second. It locks out that first lane, and that's what we're after. Is when you do. I started on a quad strategy, so I locked out my first 1 to 2 sales. I sold those to myself, and my 3rd sale I sold to myself as well. So that meant my 4th sale I sold a K8. I think the next 10 to 15 sales I just sold single K8s. So the next 3 to 10 sales, you get $800 each K8 sale. So that's a nice pay packet. The next 11 to 20 pays you $1,200, so and so on and so forth. So the unique pattern payment system is if you think the 1A to 6A is a circle with 6 pieces of a pie in there. Each pieces of those pie is worth $400, which makes the 6A. So break that 2,400, that's 400 in each piece of the pie. Now, just to give you an idea, we are always looking for new distributors to sign up, or just anybody that purchases one, guaranteed they're going to share the water with their friend or family later, and they will be able to make an order for their friend or family, and we can still get paid a commission on it. But to give you an idea, as Sarah's sales build up, Sarah is underneath me, and as her sales build up, so to 6A, my portion of that 6A go down to nothing. So once Sarah hits 6A in her business, I receive nothing of that piece of that pie, but I will receive a $200 residual income out of every sale that's ever made for 500 years down the track. And that's the 500-year generational wealth pack that Mr. Ashira has actually created, which is absolutely amazing. And that's what creates that passive income for me further down the track as well. But the quad sale is the most powerful business model where people usually are just looking for that for their home as their package, or if you're starting or adding it as your business, this is the simple way too. I'm going to show you 3 more slides quickly just behind it as well. But this is the standard one that most people start on. So they get one of each in your home. So your first sales back to yourself knocks out your 1A lane, your 1 to 2 sales you sell to yourself. You make $784 return in that. Now you go and find 2 distributors. You might have 2 friends that are really looking for an additional income source as well, or have something that this aligns to. So I actually met a lady who had a coffee business, and she was a perfect partner for this because she was out selling coffee machines. The water machines were another good fit for her business. So you see the difference of where the business could go to as well. So the next 2 people you sign up in the business could take out your 2A distributorship lane as well. That means you got 2 separate people in there, or you could have 7 separate people in there as well. If you only just sold K8s, you could have 7 separate distributors sitting in your 2A lane, which means that you would then get paid $800 for each individual one that goes from there. It gets a bit complicated, but we won't go into detail just yet. Now, some people might buy different packs. So this just shows you if they do the fast quad strategy packages, these are the different things. I won't go through them all because it's quite extensive. But you can get an idea is when you hit 6A in the business, potentially per sale, you can make $5,442 or $5,712 or $7,038, depending on which package people purchase. And this does happen. We also do offer finance options as well for people to, if they want to finance one product or want to finance the whole package. And Nagic offers a single individual payment plan, interest free over 2 years with a $1,100 deposit. We do have Hum Finance, which is MasterCard, finances them as well. And we have several lenders, like I use Oz Loans here in South Australia that do have 7 home lenders across Australia. And with the Academy, we're going to take you through in a minute, they also have another home loan lender, which is global as well. So the pathway to $1 million, can you earn $1 million? Absolutely, but it's always up to you. Now, one of the things people always say, oh, I hear so many businesses fail. It's not the business that fails, it's the person. It will always depend on the amount of work that you are willing to do. Now, we do have a replicatable business model, and we're going to take you through that next. Sarah will show you through those in a minute. And what we do is we have a fully automated online sales system as well. So social media is the biggest pathway to creating this, but you can do it offline as well. I do both. I find it really good to do both. Now, I just want to talk to you about the earning the 100,000K first, because this is the realistic pathway we try to get people through first, is just understanding to get to that, it's only 15 sales. That breaks it down to 2 per month over a year or 1 sale per week. In a short period of time, you can have that. But this will just depend on your audience, how you do it. But if you're willing and coachable, we can show you that kind of thing. So we're just giving you the strategy and explaining what is possible. So what is the generational pathway? Mr. Ashira has created the most unique thing I have ever seen. I've done multi-level marketing across about 10 other companies over my life, and I've never seen anything like this. This was the eye-opener for me. I spent 5 years looking for the right business. So if I said to you, I found the right business, I can guarantee you, as a trainer and assessor, somebody who's worked in education and training for 20 years across business, I've looked at everything. So when I sat down and I looked at this and I thought, this is a business that has a life business plan behind it. And if you come into this, you're in for the long game. You're not in for the short game. This is not a short game business model just to grab cash and run. This is a business model that is built to last for life. So how it works is once you hit 6A, which is you saw the 6A, 101 sales. If you reach the target in that month, you get a $3,000 title bonus from a Nagic, which is really lovely check to receive. Once you have 2 of your businesses go 6A, you become what's called a 6A2, and you get a $6,000 title bonus as well, and so on and so forth. So you can see that it does go down. The great part about this business, you don't de-rank, it just continues to grow as well, as long as you've got people in there building the business with you. once you get to what's called 6A2-3, this is the exciting part. So I sat down and thought to myself, I was 49 when I started this business, or 48. I'm now 53. And I thought if I could just spend a few years doing this, building this, and knowing that I'd never have to go back to work, all I have to do is stay on target, build a business, keep going, follow the strategy, follow the training. I'm sure I could make this happen. So the first target for me is to get to 6A2-3 because this offers a legacy wealth payment, 5,000 US dollars paid for months, every month for life. This is a guaranteed income from Managic once you hit that level. They also give you what's called profit sharing in the company as well. So all the profits you are paid out quarterly as well for the company. So you therefore theoretically are a part owner of the business as well, if you think of it that way. You also then get a full bonus of 25,000 US dollars paid to you as well for hitting that level. And you can see all of the others that go along past it as well. So this is a business model definitely worth taking some serious look at. Hand it over to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Tanya. So we've discussed with you about the difference between the high ticket and the low ticket products. Now what we want to do is discuss with you the difference between your multi-level marketing and the leveraged income model that we turn around and do. Now, Tanya's done her multi-level marketing times as well, and I'll be honest, so have I. I did Avon until Avon left Australia. So I understand that low ticket part, and you have to make sure that you keep on recruiting people, you keep on making your targets. It is all low ticket. 9 times out of 10, you're selling to yourself to be able to try and make that target. And at the end of the day, if you get sick, if you have to take time off, anything like that, you have to start back over at square one again and go through that building process. With the leveraged income model that we use when it comes to the business strategy that we use, you don't have that quota that you need to make. It is, as you saw, the commissions that come from it are an incredible a lot of commissions that come from it. You don't have to sell it to yourself all the time. The initial one, when you do that initial sale, then yes, you are selling to yourself, but from there on, you don't have to. And if you do get sick, if you do have to take some time off, anything like that, no matter what, whatever lane you are in when that happens, you stay in that lane. So if you have to take 12 months off and you are 4A when you take those 12 months off, when you come back after that 12 months, you are still 4A. You don't have to build it from the ground up again. And then you have that awesomeness of the fact that you're also creating that generational wealth that you can pass on to your future generations as you go along as well.
How do we do it?
We do it through use of social media because that's always going 24/7, and so many people are on social media doom scrolling all the time. That's what the professionals call it, is doom scrolling. So we actually use that doom scrolling to our advantage. We're there, we learn through the academy, through the stuff that we are taught by professionals in their field, how to be able to attract people through our social media. We do webinars like this one that we're doing, that we say to people, you're quite welcome to watch this for free. If you have any questions, let us know. Once they've watched the webinar, we then say to them, okay, so once you've watched it, let me know, is this something that you're wanting to do? If it is, we then get them to book a call in with our sales team. Once it's booked with the sales team take it from there. They do become part of our team. We do keep that community together. We do help and support and mentor our team members as they come on. But it's all automated through the sales process. You don't have to be that cringy person making those sales all the time and cold calling people, anything like that. It's so easy. It's fully automated. It is easily replicable. And it's just so easy to pass that information on to your next team member that you have come on. So believe me, if I can do it, because I wasn't really big on social media, and Tanya also wasn't on social media before she started either. If we can do it, anyone can do it. Believe me.
Yeah. Did you want to just explain the last few slides on there as well?
The last few slides.
Yeah. So they just invest in their own product.
Yes, not a problem. So through that automation, through those sales, you're also investing in your own health and wellness. They also make sure of the fact that you get your distributor ID to be able to continue to make those sales. And that distributor ID you have for life. It's not going anywhere. Once you've got your distributor ID, that's it. And then when you get into the academy, you get step by step processes on how to be able to launch your business. You get taught all the social media stuff. You have weekly huddles that you go into and you learn skills from. You have training containers you can do. And we do this, we make it automated the way that we do to allow that flexibility. Because like I said, with that social media, it's 24/7. So our sales team are global, and we can make sales 24/7. There's that flexibility that we can do it wherever, whenever, however we want to do it. The system is just so easy. It works so well in the background. And I'm just so pleased that the sales calls are done, because I don't know how I would really go when it comes to the sales calls myself. So I'm pleased that I can hand that over to the experts, so then I don't have to go through that process either. And there's lots of people out there that are like that. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to explain to you a little bit about what is the academy. So there was a fairly big gap that was left in the marketplace around trying to promote, products and services and businesses online. And I've been part of the founding program with the Freedom Air Academy since it was launched in 2020. But the first couple that we used in 2018 and 19 were US based, left feeling like there's a big gap in the market. So a couple of Aussies and a Canadian came together and created this most phenomenal social media training platform. And for me, it came out of high level corporate market. I never use social media. So it was built and designed to take you through a really good learning process on how to set your social media up properly as well. So whether you're a new person like I was, or you're a business owner, it's relatable for everybody. So inside the platform, you get to meet our digital specialist team, which is our sales team. You get a dedicated 45-minute phone call with them to ask them any questions. If you need finance, they'll support you with the finance. They'll do all your sales, all your paperwork and everything, which was exactly what I wanted, to be able to give me the ability to go traveling in my caravan and not have to be doing sales calls as well. I love doing sales calls. I actually do majority of mine if I can. But the good part about it is I have a free service in there. And I don't know if you heard me say that. That is actually a free service for your business, which is bloody awesome. We used to actually pay hundreds of dollars for it, but they opted to just create that as a free service inside of a platform. This is an affiliate product, what I'm going to explain to you now, which means that we will give you a coded link. So Sarah will give you a coded link. And that means that you're coming in to pay and use a service. So that's what affiliate marketing is. People post out on social media with a coded link on it, and that means you can buy now sort of thing. So that's exactly what affiliate marketing is. In Magic Business, we were just going through is direct selling. So it's not affiliate marketing. Some people say it is, but it's not, because we are not giving anybody an affiliate link to buy an Magic product. It has to be done via sales, and it's order forms and things like that. And the Freedom Era is created to actually do that for us, which is really awesome. So you get your custom sales pages as well. So you are seriously never going to have to do anything. Actually, they've designed and created everything fully done for you. So it's a fully done for you business system in here. All your webinars are done. You have all your self-paced training courses, exclusive master courses, mentorships. You have all the best industry experts. So they spend the money from the academy in here each year and go and hire the best people in the industry to deliver the best and most current training, because social media moves like a fast sailing ship. And if it's not up to date, you're not up to date. So many people spending like tens of thousands of dollars on coaches, and coaches are now stopping their coaching programs and just dropping people into here because they know what we have here beats anything that's out in the marketplace. And you get a lot of live in-person events, as well as personal events you can go to around in states or different countries around the world. You get the opportunity also to connect in there as well. So it's absolutely phenomenal, and literally will take you a whole year to get through it. I still have never gotten through it in a year, but you get to choose what you want to learn as well and what's relatable to you and your business. They have a lot of different other really high impact events. So I've been to them up on the Gold Coast. I've been to them in Japan. I'm going to one in America next year. But they do have a 5 to 7 hour online event twice a year called Momentum. And they bring some of the biggest names in industry in here to talk about self-growth, breaking through barriers and results, self-love, you name it. There's no conversation off the table to really help you break through your business. And the biggest part about people not breaking through business is this inner self-belief and self-love. Once you break through that, you can be seen, you can be heard, you just show up in such a different way, and which is really amazing. And that's what it's been designed around, the 80% inner work, 20% business strategy. So they have great masterclasses on every second Thursday, 11 o'clock Queensland time. You can be a part of it. You can jump in on the Zoom, or you get to watch it in the back of the vault. So the vaults have got hundreds of videos in there across everything from sales, marketing, self-love, leadership, mindset, money, you name it, it's all in there. So these guys have come up with the best thing you'll ever see in your life. So what does it cost? Would you like to explain the rest of that?
Yeah. So surprisingly enough, to become a Freedom Era Academy member, it costs less than a coffee a day. So for just $99 US a month, you get this support 24/7. That's all it is. How many of you out there that are watching this webinar go and buy a coffee a day, or go and buy potentially 2 or 3 coffees a day, depending on the sort of job that you do? I used to work in an office that down the road was this really fantastic coffee shop. And honestly, on my really bad days, I would potentially get 3 coffees a day because of how stressful the job was. That's the cost of this. And it's not a cost that you will regret. Having 3 coffees in one day is a big regret for me, because you have to peel me off the ceiling. I end up buzzing so much afterwards. Putting that amount of money into this isn't a regret. It will transform your life for the better. Honestly, it is so worth being able to do it.
So your next step is?
So your next step from here is you get in touch with myself, and I can send you through my link for you to be able to go into the academy and book your discovery call. Leading up to your discovery call, there is an area in there called the discovery process, and that takes about an hour and a half to go through. What I would recommend is when you go in there and you book your call, sit down with yourself. If you have a partner, sit with your partner as well. Turn off everything and go through that discovery process for that hour and a half. Any questions that come from it, any questions that come from this webinar as well, you may get those answers in the discovery process. If not, you can always get that from your from the DBS team, from the sales team that you talk to, because of that 45-minute call that you will have with them for free. Then, once you've had that call, if you decide to go ahead with it, then it's just the journey begins. You end up going into your launch the business section and you start your journey on learning to get your leveraged income. And it's an amazing journey to go through. So if you want, as I said, if you're ready to start today, reach out to myself, as I said earlier, and I will supply you with that link. I am more than happy to have any conversations with yourself. And if I potentially don't have an answer, I've always got Tanya and some of my other friends and community that I can reach out to ask for additional information if needed. Also, if you start this, you get a 30-day private mentorship for you to have your business launched within the first 30 days. This is part of that launch your business process that happens. And you have your launch, you have all the support behind you when you do your launch. And believe me, when the launch happens, it becomes really exciting because that's when the conversations start happening. So feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to have that conversation with you guys in regards to what we can do to be able to help you to start your own business and get that time for yourself that you need.
Absolutely.
Yep. So at the end of all of this, I hope the fact that what I have said has been some sort of encouragement for yourself. I'm more than happy to have more conversations with you in regards to it and answer as many questions as I can in regards to the journey. And I'd also like to thank Tanya for joining me when it comes to the webinar with the information that she's passed on. Tanya is a wealth of information when it comes to this business. And believe me, with her support, I definitely wouldn't be in the spot that I'm in now with my business. So, yes, I do thank you a lot for that.
Lovely. Probably there was only one thing I may just want to reiterate if I hadn't covered off before is as a business setup cost, when you purchase the Enagic water ionizers and their products in there, that comes with global distribution rights, which means that you have a business that's open globally, for you for the rest of your life. There's no additional fees or charges or costs with their company either. So that is a really big bonus. The other thing is that it doesn't matter if you signed up today and bought your products for your home. That's all you are doing here. We're not asking you to invest in anything. You're actually only just purchasing the products for your home. But if you do it as a business or it's related to your business, you can write the whole off on your tax, particularly here in Australia. I always say get advice from your accountant as well, wherever you are around the world, because it is listed as a business setup cost, which means the whole lot can be written off on our tax here in Australia. Most countries around the world, it can be as well. The social media training platform, the Freedom Era, is the only cost that I have as to running my business each year, which is amazing. And to pay for it it's $897 at the moment. They have been talking about raising the price, but it's still the cheapest business cost you would have for the whole year. And you write the whole lot off on your tax each year as well if you're running it as a business. So it is an amazing business model. It's better than any other business that I've had. And when I lost my restaurant, I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this was the smallest startup fee that I've ever had in a business. And when I got my first work cover claim, I never thought about this, but it wasn't until I got my second one. I thought I needed to put some of that money aside to set up a business that was going to still pay me money for the rest of my life, because I won't ever be able to go back to work again. And, so, yeah, it's an opportunity to take a look at, isn't it, Sarah?
It definitely
Mm.
is. It
Thank you
really
very
is.
much.
Yep.
Mm.
Thank you,
Look forward to
guys.
seeing you on the inside. Bye for now.
Bye.